Welcome, Arina, to the Flawless Growth Podcast. I am very happy to have you here.
Thank you. Welcome.
Absolutely. Okay, let's start with this. Can you start introducing yourself and also your current role at Mywowfit?
hmm So my name is Arina. I currently work as hopefully in the foreseeable future too, as a product manager at Mywowfit. Uh, we provide a one-on-one online fitness training with their personal trainer. Basically, our goal is to provide solution that is more consistent than any other apps or any other fitness benefits because, like, unfortunately, I think I'm not the only one who had experience of going downloading some random app and then doing it for a couple months and never going back to it. So this is kind of the challenge that we are trying to solve, and we have I would say a pretty narrow audience because most of them have already been past all these fitness trends and solutions, and they resorted to a personal trainer to keep them consistent and adapt to all sorts of conditions. So we place a very big emphasis on the trainers that we choose. We have a 7-step selection process and everything, so that we can serve the clients in the best way.
Beautiful. And how do usually the classes work? Are there live, like the way we're doing right now? Or, okay,
Yeah,
that's.
it's basically same thing. So there is obviously automated system for everything,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, it's either a Zoom call or a Google Meet. So it's one-on-one.
Very good. And of course, you guys believe that that would be more of a long-term option for the person because, of course, you can kind of grow as you go, and the it's very specific to your needs rather than other apps where mostly you just do kind of pre-recorded classes, right?
I mean, it's backed by all sorts of research.
Mhm.
You can Google online what is the churn rate of the apps, and it turns out that none of them can really retain the client because you do not really feel any need, to explain to an app why you didn't do this or that. So no one really cares about their whether or not you show up. Yeah, she'll give us some random message. Come on, go for it, do it. But the truth is, you feel like you commit to something whenever you have a person behind it. So yeah, this is what we're trying to solve, and we take our biggest pride in our lifetime value. So and retention. So our clients stay with us for years.
Beautiful. Okay, perfect. And can you share a little bit about your journey? So, what led you into being a into product management, and eventually to Mywowfit?
There is no complicated story behind it. So I don't have a complicated journey leading to it. I've always wanted to do something related to marketing since as long as I remember myself. So it was a natural flow of things. So I ended up in product marketing. Uh, my outfit is probably because I relate to the values and the idea behind it. So I really believe that fitness should be something enjoyable and something you can stay consistent with. And I was never big of a IT girl or something. So I really wanted something that would, that I really wanted to be in charge of the product, that the one that I will actually use, and I am using it. So that's the best possible reward.
Beautiful. Okay, and what would you say that you enjoy most about the health and tech combined space?
I think just a hobby of mine, I guess. So I am personally very into sports. I do Pilates, both reformer option and at home option with my outfit. So it's just something I really believe in because there are a lot of things that you get the benefits from working out, from life expectancy to how you feel to how you age. So this is something I've always been passionate about, and this is something that I work with, so it's the best thing.
Got it. Perfect. And for listeners who may not know Mywowfit, so apart from having the personal classes, is there anything else that the app has as a benefit? For example, like diet plans or anything like that?
So we position ourselves as a premium service.
Mm-hmm.
So currently we do not provide any subscriptions or like some complicated things, but obviously on demand we add whatever a client wants. For example, nutritional coaching.
Okay.
We have programs as well for somebody that cannot always like show up on their Zoom call. So we really take our pride in adapting to whatever client needs. Our clients mostly are super busy, super successful. They like, so for example, like one of our clients can only work out at 5:30 a.m.
Oh.
and she can have the trainer like be 2 minutes late. So this is the profile. So yeah, like we really adapt. We have like a whole team, like talking to customers, and we are very human centric, I believe. So in the age of AI, we try to do like the complete opposite because, and this is what our clients value a lot.
Just going back. I think, yeah, in the age of AI, there's also gonna be a lot of companies that go more towards the human touch and the real.
It's the new luxury, yeah.
Yeah. And so you mentioned that you use the app. Is there any ideas that you've had to improve the product while using the app?
So we have an app and we have just the platform, just the online platform. In app, you can get the plans tailored to you that are made for you by the coach. But if you want the live workouts, which is our core product, you just use the platform and you just log in via our website. There has been a lot of changes, obviously, like from the reminders to how the session is conducted to the fitness assessments, introduction to introducing some metrics to figure out how client feels after the session. So if you have like more narrow question about something, I can answer it because like it's basically my job and I can speak about like every little detail.
Very cool. Okay, and what would you say, or maybe that clients have told you guys that are the main benefits they feel having a live class compared to other apps that have maybe recorded classes?
I mean, this is, I think, my favorite part of the job is talking to customers, like having customer development calls. So first and foremost would be consistency. The fact that you can stay consistent, because there is always someone waiting behind the screen, so there is no like slacking on it.
Right.
Also, I mentioned before like some special conditions related to the client. App cannot really like adapt the workout based on the fact that you feel lower back pain, like, or you might have some, I don't know, elbow problems or neck problems, and the app cannot really track your sensations in that sense and adapt. Like before we start the training, our trainers always make sure to like do a very deep assessment on how the client feels, like past injuries, past problems. Mental health is also a very like emerging thing currently. So our trainers really focus a lot on tailoring the workouts super specifically. For example, I just talked to a client and she said that she has been doing all sorts of boot camps, challenges, and like all she got in the end is a knee injury and she could only like go with it for a month. Wow. And with that, she's been training consistently for more than a year.
Great. Beautiful. Okay, and does the person, do you guys match the person with the same trainer all the time, or sometimes can there be changes of trainer?
Of course, a lot of our clients combine trainers. Okay. For example, a couple times per week you do functional training, one time per week you do some breathing practices with the yoga teacher. So it's only, I guess it's the value we provide because you can always switch the trainers at any time. If the trainer is sick, we'll replace it. If something doesn't go well, which can happen, you can always change the trainer for free. So yeah, this is obviously common sense for us. We do everything for the client to feel happy.
Very nice. And what are some of the biggest challenges that you've had uh, by building and scaling a product like this?
So currently our main presence is the US.
Mm-hmm.
Before that, we were focusing on the Europe mainly, and yes, it has some, how do I say, intricacies to
Yeah.
it. Um, yeah, there are some things about mentality of Americans on how they perceive people they work out. They are not very open to a lot of feedback, which is my biggest struggle.
Mm.
It's really hard to make an American, fill in the form, give you feedback, tell if they don't like something,
Yeah.
like they're not really open to talking to you. So I would say this was my biggest challenge for the past year.
Got it. And how have you guys overcome that? Like, is there any maybe benefit that you're giving for filling out the form, or something like
Yeah.
that?
I mean, what we're trying to do is to build trust and presence. For example, we have exceptional reviews and ratings, and we try to be as open as possible.
Mm-hmm.
The first session costs only $10, so that's why
Okay.
we try to limit this barrier a bit and not have too much of thinking behind it. One thing we did which helped us a lot is the consultation with the head of training. We have head of training. Her name is also Maria. Uh, so Maria always can give client a free consultation to help them choose a trainer. So I guess that also helped a lot, improving the funnel conversion.
Got it, understood. And I understand 100% what you say about the forms because sometimes it is annoying to fill out a form. And as you
Yeah.
mentioned, your clients are very busy people, so imagine that. um,
But if the client doesn't fill in the form, I cannot give them the
right,
best trainers
true.
to fit their needs. So it's also and if I don't match the client to the right trainer, then there is no journey with us. So there is always a balance between it all.
100%. It's always about just keep trying. Hopefully you'll get them on a good time, and
Testing, testing, testing.
yeah, or giving them a 10% discount one time or something like that. 5% could be an idea.
Sure,
Mm-hmm.
that's obviously what we use, but
Yeah.
whenever the client reaches a certain point of the net worth, they don't really care about the
Right.
discounts. What they care is about a good service.
True.
This
True.
is what we constantly know.
100%. Okay. And so how long would you say that your clients are with you, like an average? Because you said they stay for a long time.
Yeah, it's more than a year. Whenever
Very
the
good.
client completes the first package and moves to the second package, they retain with us for more than a year. So, for example, and they can do some breaks. For example, when I say more than a year, I mean of consistent training. They can do some breaks of 3 months, for example. Or we have a client that got pregnant; she couldn't work out anymore, but they get back. So
Nice.
I can name you quite a list of the clients that has been with us for 3-4 years.
Oh, very good. That's yeah. No. There's no more success metric than that, right?
Yeah.
And how do you guys, apart from this metric, how else do you measure success?
NPS is, I guess, a good thing to measure to see the satisfaction of the service. And 30% of our clients are referral clients.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know how familiar you are with this market, but this is an exceptional number that 30% of the clients are referral clients. And that's obviously the biggest compliment the client could ever give is to sign up their sister, mother, friend, to our service as well.
Yeah, so 30% is a very good number. What would you say is like the number for this industry, like the average?
A lot. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know exact numbers, but I don't think it's more than 5%.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So that's a very, very good metric. Good to hear. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And what do you see? what do you think are the biggest growth opportunities for Mywowfit in the next years?
I believe it's the B2B sector, which is currently our biggest focus, I would say. Because US has a very specific way. People in the United States have a very specific way of approaching wellness. So a lot of them go for their top to bottom approach. So, for example, at their workplace, they have some range of fitness benefits and they choose from it. Their insurance provides some fitness benefits and they choose from it. Which is not the case in Europe, for example. So this is what we figured out, that we kind of like, if we don't aim at those categories of corporate things or insurance things, we do not really get like in the initial decision making like stage. So this is what we currently focus on, and I believe when it comes to health and wellness, this is essential in the United States.
100%. And then that also helps you guys follow up the that niche of like maybe higher income people that work in these very big companies that are able to give all these benefits, because only the big companies give these benefits. Sometimes the smaller ones don't have anything like that.
I mean, obviously there are some ads targeted at certain audiences, but yeah, it's a very good like opportunity to tap into the market that we need.
Beautiful. And how do you approach these partnerships with like B2B, or maybe not sure if you also do any partnerships with gyms or with even the trainers?
So gyms and trainers are no.
Okay.
So this way is probably really hard to go because it's kind of direct competition. You know, gyms have their own trainers, and other trainers want to promote their own products. So this is what we couldn't manage in a sense of negotiation. So we probably go for like some indirect industry players like sports equipment or some other like companies that are interested in the service, supplements, all this type of things, so that like there is a synergy and common interest behind it. But of course, I'm not gonna give any surprises in the sense it's very hard. It's a very long and complicated journey to get even the leads, even the B2B leads, because I mean, most of the people are really overwhelmed already with all the cold emails, cold calls, everything. No one really wants to get there. And we are not US based, so for us it's an additional struggle, and it's really not easy to get the people to talk to us. Yeah, so we do all their sales techniques. I'm not gonna give any breakthroughs in that sense, but it's not easy. We have some corporate clients, but it was a lot of sweat working with that.
Yeah, absolutely. And now, talking about that, you guys are not in the US. Is there maybe, what about the pricing comparison, or are you guys like pricing things like as if you guys were in the US?
Obviously, online personal training is cheaper than offline.
Right.
Training. Yeah. So I'm not sure what are the prices in your area, for example, but for example, in New York, personal training can go up to $150 per hour. Yeah. How much?
I'm not sure, but I know it's super expensive. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Like in New York, it could go up to 150. You know, on average, it's about 90 per hour. So, and we do the personal training for like starting from $25 per hour. So it's a very good pricing in that sense, and a lot of people can train more. Like they can get the trainer 4 times per week, 3 times per week, and not just 2 times or 1 time per week. Exactly. So this is a good benefit. We don't currently have high profit margin, being completely honest, because we focused on growth. And we ensure to compensate our trainers very fairly. based on the area they live in. So I guess we're on the lower side of things.
Okay, understood. Yes, I'm not sure how much it's where I am. It's of course more affordable than New York, but I would think it's more than $25 for sure. I would
Mm.
say it could be around like 50 $60 per session.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Portugal, for example, it's $60
Mm-hmm.
with a good trainer.
Okay.
So
Got it. Perfect. And so how do you guys usually try to overcome that part when uh, they ask you where are you guys located? You're not in the U.S. How do you approach that?
no, we have an entity in Delaware. Like it's not that
Oh,
we are not
okay.
in Paris. Yeah, we have an entity. Just that the team is not in the U.S. Most
Ah,
of the team
okay.
is not in the U.S.
Got it.
Yeah. I wouldn't say there are any big complications. Of course, there are certain Americans, I
Yeah.
guess. For example, we have trainers from Mexico, from Argentina. There are certain people that probably wouldn't go
Mm-hmm.
for our trainers due to certain beliefs, but this is not this is not the audience I guess we work with. As simple as that.
Right, right. And I think it's also a matter of a little bit more time because now with all of the digital age is becoming way more common for companies in the US. Like they're starting to see more and more the benefit of
Mm.
using other countries as technology gets better. At the beginning, I would say that it was more of I don't know, like taboo, or they wouldn't think that people were as good, etc. But now it's
Mm.
becoming more and more open, and I see a lot of companies hiring people all over the world. So I think with time, it's gonna be less and less of a challenge.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We have American-based trainers,
Uh
like
huh.
American trainers, because choosing a trainer is like choosing a therapist in a
Yeah.
way. Like there are qualifications, there are certifications, but you kind of see the face and you realize whether or not you want to work out with this person.
Uh-huh.
So in that sense, of course, we try to provide trainers of different demographics, different age, different genders. Like it's, I guess, common sense.
Right. Uh huh. Okay. Got it. And I don't know if in your position, do you have any involvement with anything related to digital marketing?
Yeah, I don't like. I'm not in charge of the
Uh huh.
digital marketing. Just I work with our digital marketers. We have a team of three.
Of three?
Yeah,
Cool. And they're over there too, or is there like all over the world too that you guys
yeah, all
hire?
over the world. I believe Max is in US
Uh huh.
actually. One girl is in Argentina. Another is also in Portugal. So it's
Cool.
like very distributed.
Love
Yeah.
it. Love it. I also work with people all over the world, and I enjoy it a lot. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know what kinds of channels have you guys tried, and which one have worked the best for you, in regards to digital marketing?
Yeah. I mean, Facebook was not a success for us
Mm.
at all. Like, unfortunately, it was a very, yeah, it's really hard to target our audience, I guess, due to some income and
Yeah.
the like things about the platform that most of the people probably would go for an app or something. So unfortunately, our attempts with Facebook were not successful, and currently we focus on the paid search on Google,
Hmm.
which is not an ideal solution, I believe, since it's very expensive.
Right.
The market is highly, highly, highly competitive,
Hmm.
and it costs a lot to get leads from paid ads.
Hmm.
And in upcoming 2 weeks, we will launch the. We will have a TikTok agency, and they're gonna
Oh,
start,
cool.
yeah, influencer marketing.
Influencer marketing. Yes, absolutely. And I 100% get what you're saying about Facebook. Before, it used to be easier to target more specifically, right? So like even income levels very clear. But then because of all of the laws with targeting people and all of the lawsuits they faced of privacy, it's now way harder. So sometimes, even if you try to target, these audiences are way broader, and you end up
Yeah.
targeting a lot of people that are not the people you want, and of course that's why it becomes more expensive. So you guys were having like Facebook leads being even more expensive than Google?
No, no, of
No.
course it was a lot less expensive, but it comes with administrative costs of, like working with these leads,
Uh-huh.
and conversion in the end was not what we expected, and basically was not worth it for us.
Got it. So more leads, but less customers at the end of the day.
Yeah. So in the end, the acquisition was expensive, so it was not worth it.
Got it. Interesting. And what would you say, apart from that challenge with Facebook, that is the biggest challenge? Oh, well, the Google Ads too. Is there any other biggest challenge that you guys have related to digital marketing?
I guess the costs.
The cost, yeah, just the cost.
Is what I always see as a challenge, because you always have to, balance out the customer acquisition cost with the lifetime value of the customer. So, and currently the acquisition is kind of high, but we are lucky in a sense that we have very good retention. But I see it's very hard, like acquiring leads via Google because of their how much it costs.
Exactly.
I guess it's an auction in the end, and the industry is very competitive, and that's why we have issues in that sense.
You guys could also try. I don't know if you've tried Bing advertising. Sometimes Bing has lower costs, lower volume too compared to Google, but lower costs. So that's something that you guys could try. Bing ads.
Okay. Didn't actually think of that. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well, thank you so much, Arina, for joining. It was an awesome conversation. I love learning a lot about Mywowfit. Where can people learn more about you and about Mywowfit?
So basically, our website, mywowfit.com, or my LinkedIn, it's Arina Palferova.
Okay, thank you so much, Arina.
Thank you, Maria.